you was good once upon a time, but now you find yourself the oldest guy in the cruiserweight division.
Booker, you could never do on your best day what I do my worst. You were never the performer I am right now. You know this. I haven't lost a step. I'm as crafty as ever.
But you got to agree with me. Your best days probably are behind you, right?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What are you, 39, 40?
37. And I just got smarter each and every day. And I've worked at being smarter. It doesn't come natural. I had to work at it.
You know how old I was when I won my first title?
How old?
I was 27 years old.
Okay.
And 35 championships after that, I'm a Hall of Famer. One day, perhaps, reach that goal of making it that far. But the thing is, you're not going to make it by going out there crying and begging for someone to lay down for you. I've never once asked someone to lay down for me in 23 years of in-ring competition. I went out there and I did it the hard way.
You didn't think that was sincere for a second, did you?
Man with a Plan series premieres CBS Monday. Welcome to the Full Nelson Press Podcast, episode 48, the 2016 WWE Hell in the Cell event. I am the creator of the FullNelsonPress.com. My name is Brandon Kirkpatrick. You can find me on Twitter at JohnnyJONNY_Tango. I'm here with the leader of the New Nexus, Peter O'Brien. You can find him on Twitter at MVP360. And I'm also here with the leader of the Core, our friend, our guest of the show, Tony Nerison. Tony, I don't think you have a Twitter, so sorry. But also, we have the Full Nelson Press. You can follow them on Twitter at TFNP. How you guys doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. If it's the Nexus versus the Core, we all know who had the better faction.
No.
Yep. It's so easy.
Ezekiel Jackson?
Yeah. It wasn't me.
Tony, how you doing?
I'm doing good. And I do have a Twitter, I just don't use it. So I'll just support Full Nelson Press.
There we go. That's the spirit.
Look at that. What a buddy.
So, we have Tony on here because we're going to start with the Hell in the Cell event, the entire pay-per-view from beginning to the end, and then after that we're going to talk about a live event we did here in our town of Dubuque. Just kind of talk about that, and that's going to be the show. Let's start right off into the kickoff show. The Hell in the Cell started on October 30th, the eve of Halloween Eve. The kickoff show had Sin Cara, Lindsay Dorado, and Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak, Aryan Daivari, and Tony Nese, which was a fun match.
Yeah, I mean, here's the way I look at it. And, they were cool matches, and it was awesome. These guys have no story, though.
No.
I don't know who to really, sit there and be like, oh, my God, you know what? These are, my favorite. Give some of these guys a story.
Right.
I don't know about you, too, but my one thing, give Drew Gulak some goddamn knee pads.
I love those leg knuckles. I love them.
Oh, Jesus, just walking around, cover your knees up if you're going to be in public. Tony, what did you see in this match that sort of you were like, all right, that was cool, or that was super stupid?
Well, what I saw of it was a whole bunch of nothing because I did miss the kickoff show.
Whoop. And he comes out of the gates.
I believe out here in Sherrill, we were handing out Halloween candy that night, so I was torn between that.
When the kickoff show started, I just turned my front porch light off. Fuck that.
The first kid that came to my door, I would open up the Kit Kats and be like, yep, go tell your parents, don't come here. And then just shut the door and hand them an open Kit Kat, and they'd be like, Mom, it's already half-eaten.
Take one or else.
You'll sleep really good tonight. Okay, bye. There were some good spots in this match.
That awesome triple suicide dive that they did, I really liked that. That was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
They announced that new show, the 205 or something like that, where it's going to be a weekly CWC themed kind of thing where it's only cruiserweights. Sounds like they're going to be bringing in Ho-Ho Loon and a bunch of people from the tournament, which is exciting, but I think it's because they're not getting any draws on Raw, and it's because you're doing 2 CWC matches, but only one storyline at a time, so of course no one cares.
Yeah, I'm going to dig that show. I think that show's going to be sweet.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, but it's a lot, man. I mean, to watch Raw, SmackDown, NXT, the CWC, and let's hope to God there's not a pay-per-view that week. People aren't listening to our show. They're busy watching wrestling.
I'm going to be like laughing my ass off when all of a sudden they're actually going to have a women's wrestling channel on the network, because you're going to be sitting there and you're going to be like, well, they might as well do this now. And then I'm going to be like, oh my God, I'm up to 23 hours of fucking wrestling a day.
Every Friday night.
Okay, so who won this match?
Tony Nese lost. Cedric Alexander pinned Tony Nese. Good for them. So that means Sin Cara, Lince Dorado, and Cedric Alexander gets the win. That's the only match from the kickoff show.
What I don't get is you're seeing a guy like Tony Nese in all these cruiserweight matches. Why isn't Neville in these?
Oh, I heard about that. They're not going to bring him into the CWC. They're going to keep him out of it. They're going to keep him in the Raw roster. I don't know to do what.
So we can continue to do nothing, I guess, there?
Yeah.
Exactly. And face like Bo Dallas, another great contender probably for the CWC.
No, Bo Dallas is bubble gut.
He's just
Can't
getting
do it.
chunky. Let him lose some weight, Pete. You tell him.
He's trying to stay out of the cruiserweight weight class is what he's doing.
Yeah, as soon as they announced that CWC, he just started like chucking down donuts like, I really don't want that.
Bo, listen, we got a great shtick for you. Oh yeah, what is it? You're gonna be in the CWC. I'm eating burgers. What?
Call him the Colonel.
Meanwhile, he's seeing his bigger brother getting main event matches, and he's like, you know what? I think I need a Bray Wyatt myself.
Yeah, I mean, geez, like, he's fat, but, like, he's cool.
Right.
Whatever.
Let's start the actual pay-per-view, and whoa! The first match of the night is an actual Hell in a Cell match. It's the U.S. title. The champion, Roman Reigns, is taking on Mr. Machka, the Bulgarian brute Rusev.
Yuck.
What? This was
Yep.
an alright match. I like this match.
Shut up. No,
Hey,
it wasn't.
hey, let's let Tony. Tony, what did you think of this match?
It was enjoyable. It was a cell match. They tried to throw some of those aspects in, like, the stairs, and try to make it kind of badass, but I don't know if they succeeded.
The stairs were definitely the MVP of this match.
It should have been a stairs match. It was so stupid. Let's put a kennel over the cage and be like, all right, Roman, here's what we're going to have you do. We're going to have you just throw him into the cage, okay? Just do that. Okay. Well, hey, guys, I also got a great idea. I'm going to pull a table out, but I'm going to set it on the side, but we're not even going to touch it.
The crowd went bananas for that table. They wanted it, and then they never addressed it again, and that's what they just couldn't let the table go.
So me and my buddy had this running joke throughout Hell in a Cell, just like thinking Roman Reigns is the guy in the back walking around saying, like, guys, did you see how vicious my Hell in a Cell match was? I'm surprised we're still walking. Look at Rusev's arm. He's got a little scratch. I got blood on me from it. It was brutal.
He's the guy backstage. Hey, I've taken that steel cage home with me as a way to remember this night.
It's so bad.
Wouldn't it have been awesome, though, is if as soon as this match was finished, that one of, like, the wires broke, and then they were forced to make every match for the rest of the night a Hell in the Cell match?
The worst spot was that Samoan drop on the steel steps. Because he oh my God, it was so gently set down on the top of the steps. I'm surprised Rusev can walk.
Right.
Oh, it was so bad. I'm sorry. I hated this match. I'll hate it.
At that point, the USA chants were louder than the Let's Go Roman chants. Like, no one cared.
And, I mean, in high school, did you know some people chant USA for you suck ass?
What?
Yeah.
You went to a fucked up high school, man. We were very patriotic.
It was written in a letter saying, you cannot do USA chants because apparently they're like, hey, you're saying you suck ass. What? If it's America, we suck ass. You can suck it. I don't suck ass. Roman's sitting back there going, yo, guys, they're chanting USA. That means they're cheering for me, right? No, you idiot.
By the way, my butt hurts.
I think they just treat Roman like they do Rocky. Like, Rocky's like, yo, I had a pretty good match.
Yeah,
you did, Roman. Go take your vitamins. And
yeah, dude. Okay, also, let's talk about this. That spear was the move that won. He brutally speared him off 2 steps into the ground. And they're like, oh my God, Rusev speared off the steps.
By God! By God!
The powerbomb is worse than that. And then Roman Reigns is going God, I am so happy I invented the spear because nobody can do what I do out there. I'm so good.
Someone on the Squared Circle Reddit wrote, why is Roman's finisher a spear? And the punchline was, because it's a force push. All right, any other final thoughts before we move on to Dana Brooke and Bayley?
Wait, that was a match?
That was an actual match. They built a pretty good story to this match with Bayley's arm hurting and Dana Brooke wanting to do an arm wrestling match like every other wrestler does every 6 months. Like, this was a dumb match.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say. I'm sorry.
Again, it happened.
After Dana does some kind of submission move in the corner, Dana does a backflip but accidentally steps on her own hair.
Yep.
That's the next match. Her versus Harry.
Buzz it off.
That'd be hilarious if she had to shave her hair.
Oh my god, if they put a hair versus hair match with Bayley and Dana Brooke.
Yeah, I'd dig it.
Bayley wins though with a very fast, unmomentous Bayley to belly, which I don't like the move. It's just not a good finishing move.
No, because she's not strong enough. And I even said that, like, even in NXT, I'm like, God, her finisher sucks.
Yeah, and if that's the case, then Big E's, who does a monstrous belly to belly, that should be his finisher as well.
Yeah, like Big E's sitting there going, like, how are people getting up from her belly to belly? Like,
He's actually tossing them over and halfway across the ring.
And no one can complain because male and female, because Big E's got bigger boobs than almost everybody on the female roster. So
that is true. That is true.
All right, next match, Enzo and Big Cass versus the Club. This match, I really enjoyed this match. It was very fast-paced. There was some great tag team moves. Not a lot of things got screwed up here, and I didn't mind the finish.
It was very enjoyable. I mean, anytime, well, all four of those guys are just enjoyable to watch no matter what.
All right, so I'm going to have to bring us back down. Are you guys kidding me?
What
are they doing with the Bullet Club? They were like the hottest tag team to be brought into the WWE, and they are just getting like...
Pete, I don't know how to make you happy here. They win
you're not gonna
clean.
make me happy on this
they
one.
win clean against Enzo and Cass.
But it's like, what good's it doing? They should have had the title. They should have knocked the New Day out, or they need to give them an actual real rivalry with the New Day. And don't be stupid and goofy and just seriously go at them. Like, jump them during matches. Do something with the Bullet Club. Yes, you won. Good for you. But come on.
They may be moving towards that, with WrestleMania coming in, they just have to stretch it out like fucking taffy, like they have to do with everything else and make it stale.
I am so burnt out of the Bootios. I'm so burnt out of New Day. I can't do it anymore. I was a fan of them when they were actually creative. Now it's just old and annoying and driven into our heads to the point it's just blech.
Whatever. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I really thought it was impressive. I finally got to see Big Cass and Gallows in a match for a little bit together, and I got to say Enzo actually I think picked it up this time. I was kind of worried because I feel like he's just like a one-trick pony show, and then he also does a really good promo, but he's improving.
Absolutely.
Pete, so you think next he should be taking on the New Day? That should be his next opponents now?
I don't see what else you do with the Bullet Club. There's this whole Sheamus and Cesaro storyline.
That's who I think they should take on next and just destroy them. And then I think that could catapult them to number one contendership against the New Day again.
And then Sheamus and Cesaro break up.
Finally! And then send one of them to SmackDown because neither of them are happy with what they're doing. Hell, send them both to SmackDown. I think they're drowning on the Red Brand.
Everyone is, except for 4 people. The Red Brand is struggling so bad right now.
Yeah, I know. If it isn't for Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Chris Jericho, what would you be watching it for?
Exactly. Moving on.
Moving on. All right. Next is our second Hell in a Cell match. This is for the WWE Masters of the Universe Championship. This is the champion Kevin Owens taking on Seth Rollins. The match starts off, the bell rings, and just like WWE 2K17 Online, Kevin Owens dips out of the ring and gets a weapon. But Seth Rollins just puts a kibosh on that.
Yeah, this match was sweet. This was a good match.
It was fun. I really liked it. Tony?
Yes. Very enjoyable.
Yes.
Yes.
The man of many words.
Hey, I've got a voice for podcasts and, just completely full of emotion.
Okay, where instances where Rusev is hitting Roman Reigns in his protective chest gear with a kendo stick.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is stupid. Where Kevin Owens is your champion and he takes probably the worst bump of the night. I mean, that shows me, Kevin Owens is just, he loves wrestling. And he's like, I'll do whatever. Him and Sami Zayn had so many awesome matches like that,
Yeah, he's actually putting it on the line opposed to, Roman's D'Lo Brown chest gear. I always hated D'Lo, so maybe that some of that's seeping into Roman. He just needs to change that up.
Do you think Roman is sitting back there and he's walking around going like, hey guys, you're looking at the real deal now?
You're looking at the real deal now. Gonna kick this sorry ass out on the street.
Roman, not do that. That's D'Lo Brown. I don't know who that is. So
He tries to do the head bob and stuff, but then his hair pokes him in the eye. And
if he starts doing the sky high,
You see him in the backstage, and everyone's quiet after that big bump where Kevin Owens goes through both tables. Then you just hear the back low, and, hey, I went off some steps.
yeah.
That spear, though, am I right?
I have a mark on my forearm, and it really stings. Can I get a Band-Aid ever? And Rusev's like sitting there going, God, you're such a bitch. Yeah, I mean, like, this match was sweet. You knew Jericho was going to get involved, but the way they did it was so good. Like, how he accidentally sprayed the ref in the face.
I liked how fast-paced that moment was because if it gets drawn out, you kind of are like, well, when's Jericho coming in? But they executed it, and then Jericho, as if on point, just runs right in.
Jericho's finest opponent of the night was the padlock, though, I think.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he struggled.
Yeah, like he just got frustrated and just tossed it to the ref like, you do it.
This one wasn't really like a Kevin Owens show. This was more like Seth's back show. First, he peels that tape off of Rollins' back. But okay, let's be honest here. Isn't that stuff supposed to be like easy, painless peel off, kind of? Like, isn't that how they advertise it?
It depends on how long it's on your body.
I think it also, I've heard that stuff can do damage to your body if applied wrong. So I was just watching him tear it off and thinking like, that's just not good.
When I had my separated shoulder, I used to have to wear that stuff. And if I took it off in a day, it didn't matter. But if I let it sit there, it becomes a part of you and rips it, you see, I'm like, oh my God, there's a chunk of skin gone. That's crazy. But yeah, that stuff there, Rollins is just like, oh no, not the tape. I can't even walk anymore. It's almost as brutal as Roman Reigns' spear off a step. And then you hear Roman in the background.
Yes! He's talking about me! So yeah, Jericho gets into this match, but immediately eats a pedigree, and then we get to see his ass crack as Rollins throws him powerbombs him into the cell.
Yeah.
Owens sandbags Rollins on that powerbomb when he falls back and has to lift himself back up for them to throw him over the top ropes. That was kind of a heated moment. I didn't know if they were actually going to be able to pull it off or not.
That's when you saw how freaking strong Rollins is. Because he did it twice.
Yeah.
And then took that, lard and chucked him over the top rope. It's just oh my God, Rollins, you are pretty strong.
Yeah, this just turns into a handicap chair match because Owens and Jericho just beat the shit out of Rollins. He pins him for the 1, 2, 3. That's it. Jericho gets another code breaker on Rollins, and that's the end. And thank God this wasn't the main event because that would have just sucked to be the finisher of this. I'm really glad they thought that through. Next match is the CWC Championship match. The champion, TJ Perkins, versus the man with the plan, the Brian Kendrick. Wow!
Yeah, I told you he's had a plan forever.
Whatever.
And this isn't even the Matt LeBlanc CBS show coming soon to your networks. This is Brian Kendrick, man with a plan. Can we talk about the terrible dialogue when he was like, listen, TJ, if I lose, I'm not going to win. And I'm like, oh my God, Brian, did you look at the writers and say, this is going to look stupid?
Right.
No, Brian, you got to sell it right. If you sell it right, everyone's going to be like, well, he's the man with a plan, so.
Did anyone see when we put the Bray Wyatt promo? Oh, no!
Jeez. Reigns is like, I have a plan. Shut up, Reigns, and get out of the room. You're already done. But these two, it's a good story. It's done really cheesily, but the story makes sense.
The first moment that Perkins pins Kendrick and Kendrick kicks out of it, and his face is just like, dude, I thought we talked about this.
Yeah.
We had an agreement.
Yeah. The worst part of this was when they try to tape Perkins' hand to the ropes, and he just has to hold on to the rope while the tape just dangles there.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was bad.
Yeah. I don't know. The knee hug of death.
Oh, yeah. So we go over this whole thing about how Brian Kendrick has taught Perkins everything he knows. So here's Kendrick's plan. This entire time that he's been training Perkins, the one thing he hasn't taught him is how to play possum. And he finally executes it tonight of all nights at Hell in the Cell, giving him the edge to put him into the headlock and making Perkins tap. We have our second CWC champion, or I guess our Cruiserweight champion now, is the man with the plan, Brian Kendrick.
Did you see the way he taped him to the ropes? He earned
That was so bad.
I think the only thing that would have made this moment even better is if Daniel Bryan came running down the ramp to hug Brian Kendrick at that moment.
He used his tears to soften the tape to rip it.
Oh, that's what it was.
Michael Cole's like, he taped his hand to the rope. He taped his hand to the rope. He's like trying to sell it. And he's like, God, he's not even taped to the rope.
They should have just ignored it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
should have just concentrated with the camera work on the man with the plan, but nope, not the case.
Well, I mean, he had a plan.
Shut up, Pete.
Whatever.
All right, tag team title match. It is the champions, The New Day, which I think it was Big E and Xavier Woods taking on Cesaro and Sheamus. I didn't mind this match, and I was really worried that Cesaro and Sheamus were going to win the titles.
Definitely seemed like kind of a waste of a title. I mean, they're both good, but kind of a waste of a title reign.
Yeah, especially with all these existing tag teams already out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was fine with it, but the no DQ thing, like, that's why I wasn't invested into this match. Like, it was just, like, thrown together.
Yeah.
For how much I loved it, I took a great nap in the middle of this match. Like, I was like, oh my God, this match is so good. I woke up to the main event. I was like, wow. And then I went and read on my phone. I'm like, oh, thank God. I didn't miss anything.
Well, what'd you think of it, Tony, then? Because you watched it, right?
Bite me, Brandon.
I
I
did.
tried my best.
You did not.
I was probably due for a nap, but I did not take a nap.
Hey, you're making me look bad on my show. Really? Is that what we're doing?
Well, Pete, you should have been the man with the plan instead of the man with the nap. So.
I had a plan.
Oh.
I had a plan. My plan was to take a nap during that snore fest.
He's the face that naps around the place.
Rest up and rest your wrist for Sasha.
Yeah, you know what? You guys talk. I'm leaving.
But wait, we're going to talk about the main event now, so you may want to stay for this.
I'll be right back.
No! The WWE Raw's Women's Championship, the champion Sasha Banks versus the Nature Girl Charlotte Flair. Hey Pete,
What?
why don't women ever come out with wet hair? Why is that only like a Roman thing?
Because Roman takes it all. Every girl in the back's like, I want to slick my hair just a little bit. Roman's like, nope, no. This is mine.
Gimmick infringement.
You know what? You're looking at the real deal now.
You're looking at the real deal now.
Shut up, Roman. You are not D'Lo Brown. All right, whatever. Like, I guess all these people stole all my gimmicks, you know? Like, do you smell what I'm cooking? What? Why would they, the stretcher thing? That was stupid.
So poorly done. My God, that was agonizing.
It was 20 minutes or 17 Baron Corbin promos if you want to count it.
Yeah, and I'm like sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, I woke up for this? Like, the powerbomb was sweet. Then why wouldn't Charlotte just keep beating her?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and
just
finish
keep
up.
going.
Here's why, because a referee, Rob Zapata, turns this into a triple threat because he, like, inserts himself in the match by having this shouting match with Charlotte. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
And I'm pretty sure as Cole or like all of the commentators probably said a million times, the match hasn't started yet. The match hasn't started yet.
They kept saying that, and I'm like, please do not call this off. Please do not hype this as the first Women's Hell in the Cell match, and then we don't even get the match.
Yeah, but the whole 10-minute long limp around the ring, then the collapse, then the stretcher.
Yeah, why not keep the cage up halfway so they could easily slide back in instead of having to, like, just go around the whole thing?
Yeah.
It was just a snore fest. It was so poorly done. And by the way, though, that powerbomb through the table was still a bigger bump than anything that happened in that first Hell in a Cell match.
When they first started climbing the cage, I thought they were going to jump off like Ambrose and Seth did 2 years ago. But yeah, that powerbomb was awesome.
Yeah.
The highlight to that downtime, though, was them trying to put a brace on Sasha Banks, and then they have to try taking it off because they realize they wrapped cables around, and one of the guys, the medics, just tries yanking the cables out of her neck brace, and it's like swinging her around and throwing her around. It was hysterical.
That's when you realize they're not real doctors. Like, he's sitting there, and you know there's like a doctor somewhere that is interested in wrestling, and he's watching it, and he goes, this is ridiculous. They're going to break her neck doing that if this is real. They're like picking her head up, and they're like, Sasha, and they're like turning her head and her body still staying still. Like, look over here. Here, hold on. We're trying to... stupid neck brace won't go under your head. And Sasha's like, if this was a real freaking neck injury, I'd be dead. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. Vince is backstage going, aren't we wireless? Isn't all this fucking shit wireless? What is that?
Wait a second. Roman, get out there. I'm here. I'm so good at everything I do. What do you need? Roman, we need you to go hold her neck. Wait a second. You can't see me. No, Roman, that's not your catchphrase. Okay. He just turns and walks out.
JoJo starts announcing this isn't going to be a match anymore, and they do a weird, it's no longer a match, so I guess now Charlotte is champion? Just make these rules up. But Banks is like, no, decides to just completely McFoley this thing, and gets off the stretcher, gets into the ring, and now after about 45 minutes, the bell has officially rung.
And here's where things went wrong. 1, Sasha's too light to be thrown through tables.
Also, she shouldn't be running away scared from Sasha. She just beat the shit out of her.
Yeah. 2, Charlotte's lame attempt to fall off the apron onto a table. That's on her. She just was like, oh no, trust fall, and the table didn't hold her.
I don't have to commit.
Yeah, I was like, just jump on the damn table. And Sasha's sitting there going, oh, that didn't work. Charlotte, did you think you were just going to fall on that table and it was just going to stay up? No, it was not. Charlotte doesn't have a butt, by the way. Is anyone talking about this?
You are, apparently.
Would you do some squats?
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Workout routine, Pete.
I would, everyone knows.
Leg day
ladies
every day.
know I have a great butt. It's weird. Didn't Charlotte get thrown through chairs?
Yeah, she did get thrown through chairs, and then somehow Sasha Banks got the weirdest wedgie for the rest of the match.
Well, Charlotte just, every time it's like she just was like, I'm going to wedgie you every move, every throw.
Yeah, and I was cool with it.
I bet.
No part of me was mad at that side cheek. So at the end, they're trying to do this big finish where you could tell they were trying to throw Sasha through the table, but it wouldn't break. I am the table. and then they do the bow down to the queen move that's it.
I didn't mind that second throw, and then she falls and does her finishing move. I like that. But yeah, you got to put more of a throw down. If you want to put her through that table, you got to put a little bit more push throwing her down.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Big surprise here, though. Charlotte wins. This is really weird. So Charlotte is now a 3-time women's champion. Sasha is a 2-time women's champion. Each time Sasha has won the belt has only been on Raw. Sasha cannot win nor defend her belt on a pay-per-view yet.
Nope, not at all.
What do you think, Tony?
Yeah.
Tony left. He was like, whatever, I'm done with this. Do you think they're going to push Emma now?
Oh, that would be awesome if they did. No, I think it's Nia Jax's turn.
No, I don't think so. Not yet. I bet you
She's not like most girls.
I'm not like most girls. So, anyways, do you think that they would have Dana Brooke be out there with Flair or whatever, and she turns on Flair and then goes and joins Emma when Emma comes back? That's how the rivalry starts.
That would be sweet because we need to put Dana Brooke back with Emma.
Plus, Emma is so gorgeous.
This Emelina thing she's doing, it's all right. I don't mind it.
Oh my God, I follow her on Instagram. Some of those pictures have to be viewed at night.
After my naps.
Yep.
So, Hell in a Cell, the curtains are closing. What is Raw Talk? What is this?
Oh my God, they are just trying to do anything good. SmackDown is killing it. So they tried Raw Talk, and it was terrible. Because one, Booker T can't read. It was just bad. The only part that was good was Kevin Owens and Jericho. Reigns was sitting there, I went through hell and back. And Booker T even was sitting there going, dude, you have a little friggin' Flintstones Band-Aid on your arm. You did nothing useful. Your match sucked.
All right, so let's grade Hell in the Cell. I'm going to give it a B- because I think it delivered at some points, and I wasn't mad when it was over.
Yeah, I'll go C+.
Ooh.
I'll stand with your B- because there was definitely good high and low points like any pay-per-view, but not as many low points, I guess, as any pay-per-view.
Right. There were 3 Hell in the Cells, and 2 of them were at least entertaining. So I'll give them that. Dud of the night, Pete.
Roman Reigns. Roman Dummy Reigns. Who's like, guys, I'm still Samoan. Shut up, Roman. Just get out of here. Go away.
Tony, done of the night.
Medics.
All right. I'm going to go with TJ Perkins. You're an idiot.
Dude, you're supposed to let me win.
Stud of the night, Tony.
I was unprepared at table.
He was the man.
Yeah, like Table got the biggest pops throughout the night.
Yeah, they really did. MVP. Pete, who's your stud?
Of course, my stud is Kevin Owens for taking the best bump of the night.
I was surprised it wasn't Brian Kendrick, but I'll give you Kevin Owens. That's a good one. I gave it to the club. I thought they were good. It was a clean win. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with them.
All right, good for you.
Next segment here is what brand won this month? Was it SmackDown's No Mercy or Raw's Hell in the Cell? I'll go first on this one. Hell in the Cell, I think, outperformed No Mercy. No Mercy had issues with the main event being another Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles fest. Becky Lynch couldn't show up last minute, so they had to change that. It wasn't very well done. So I'm going to give it to Hell in the Cell. Raw won.
I agree with that. Hell in the Cell is better, and watching No Mercy was, as you guys have stated, like a extended weekly show. Maybe not even better than the weekly show.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Hell in a Cell. There was just more to it. No Mercy kind of left me going like, huh?
Right, exactly.
So guys,
yeah,
we got to see wrestling live.
That was fun.
Right? You are welcome for your seats.
Yeah. So we bought some bleacher seats, and because there was a stupid Halloween party going on at the same time, like they planned the parade to start at the same place we were going to see the wrestling event. So once we got there, it was crazy outside, but once you got inside the arena, it was empty. The place wasn't even half full.
Yeah, there really wasn't a lot of people there.
Which is disheartening because I bet we don't see WWE come by here again for like another 10 years. But as soon as it intermission, we just got up and walked down and sat with you down by, right at the ring because no one was down there.
I got a great view of Maurice. Oh my God, she's so gorgeous.
That was the first match of the night. Miz with Maurice versus Apollo Crews. I have to say, man, Miz, he did great in this. You could really tell how interactive he is with the crowd. A lot better than Apollo Crews was. Apollo Crews was just there to just have a match. Didn't care about the crowd as much. Didn't do as many pops as he could have.
Yeah.
Miz is always entertaining. My wife and I saw him a few months ago, and just perfect play into the crowd. Apollo Crews just shows off his athleticism.
And Apollo won, which was okay. All right. Fine.
Yeah.
Hype Bros and American Alpha versus the Vaudevillains and the Ascension. Connor is huge. Like, I did not realize how big that guy was until I got to see him in person.
And we were up in the bleachers, too.
Yeah. He is a scary guy.
Yeah, he's gotten bigger since he's gotten on the roster. But, like, not in, like, a more physically fit, bigger.
Okay. All right. You tell him that to his face.
I actually did, like 3 times. You heard me yelling.
Aiden English still looked as homeless as he did when I saw him on the television.
Yeah, they're awesome.
This was a low point, though. Baron Corbin versus Jack Swagger. Wow. Even in person, this match was dull as shit.
Oh, it's so bad.
I
my
took
God.
one of the classic Diva match bathroom breaks during this, I believe.
Yeah, I did too.
The only thing I got happy about was getting to yell, "We the people." That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Next, we have a handicap match. Becky Lynch and Naomi taking on Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and Carmella. This was a really fun match.
That was like one of the best ones of the night.
Yes, they really knew how to bring the crowd back and forth with that one. It was a lot of fun. I really like Alexa Bliss throwing her fits, Carmella dancing around. Like, it felt like they were on television. They put it all out there. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely enjoyable when they put it all in instead of just treating it like another house show and like these people, don't deserve nothing special.
I felt the glow.
I'm sure you did. I think you felt more than the glow. You also took a bathroom break.
Yeah, I was gone for a little bit, and I was like, whoa, I feel way better. I'm ready for a nap.
Next was Kane versus Bray Wyatt. And even in a house show, man, Bray Wyatt can't win.
Oh, no.
What the hell's that?
I don't get it. Well, no one wants to see that anymore, but it's cool to see Kane, like, up close like that.
Yeah.
I'm a lifelong Kane fan, and it was really awesome to see him live. But he's Big Show status now.
Yeah,
and,
he's done.
yeah.
So at this point, we came down to hang out with you, Pete, and we got to see our first match up there, which was Kalisto versus Tyler Breeze, which was a lot of fun. I got to yell at Tyler Breeze, "Where's Fandango?" I don't think he liked that.
Right? Yeah, that match was pretty cool. I enjoyed that one. Like it was enjoyable. It was a lot of fun.
Next was a actual titles match. It was Heath Slater and Rhino were putting their titles up against the Usos. Oh my God, what if they would have won?
Right? I was like, I got kids.
You guys, Pete, you were getting Rhino all riled up.
I believe he acknowledged you when you said "Gore my mom."
That was not me. That was Taylor. I didn't.
Oh,
say
that's what it was. That's
Yeah.
right. He yelled
You were
it.
still getting plenty of attention from him.
Yeah, because we were the only ones really being interactive. Like, the other
Yeah.
guys who were down by the front were like, hey, F you. Like, God, you're making our city look great, you doinks.
Yeah, that's why they don't come back for 7 years.
Yeah, you get a bunch of dumb hillbilly rednecks sitting, like, in the front, like, you're stupid. Be creative with them.
Main event was AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose for the title. I think AJ Styles won. I'm pretty sure he won some way or another, but this was another fun one.
It was just cool to see AJ Styles live.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I was
It's
pumped.
phenomenal.
Yeah, it was freaking great. I loved it. And then the swerve at the end, what? Watch out.
So the thing ends, and then Pete tries to tussle with the security guard so we could get in there to get a picture in the ring. They would not let him.
Yeah.
We kept trying to distract one of the guards so, like, Pete could jump over.
Yeah, nothing worked.
So Tony, thinking this will help get us over, he'll be like, well, TNA let us go in the ring and get pictures.
TNA they can't afford security guards.
Probably can't even pay their wrestlers.
Yeah.
We did almost try our hardest to have the security guard tackle you, but you did not jump the barricade.
Yeah, we were kind of
Yeah, I know.
using you as our bait so we could get over.
Yeah, I would have been like, yeah, spear me. That'd be awesome.
Well, hey, guys, that's episode 48, the 2016 WWE Hell in a Cell event. Anything else you guys want to add?
No, I don't have anything else to add.
I just want to leave all my enthusiasm with you guys.
Awesome!
Yeah, because you brought it. Yeah, dude, thanks for coming. It was a great time.
Thanks for the guest spot.
Do you have a send-off you want to say?
That's the way she goes, boys.
All right, suck a butt.
Fucking way she goes.
Yeah, bet.
Hey, thanks for listening to the show.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and like this video.
Leave us a comment. We might even read it on our next show.
And I'll try not to berate you, but no promises.
If you're listening to this on iTunes, please subscribe and leave us a review. You have no idea how much that helps.
I guess Stitchers has a thumbs up button now, so that's a thing.
You can find us on Facebook, Wrestling Amino, Tumblr.
Or just search for the Full Nelson Press on any social media site.
You can also go to thefullnelsonpress.com for all of our past episodes and original WWE art created by yours truly.
Go watch some wrestling.